Introduction. What is transpiration and vascular plants? Transpiration is the loss of water from plant in the form of water vapor. Water is absorbed by the roots from the soil and transported as a liquid to the leaves via xylem. In the leaves, small pores allow water to escape as a vapor and CO2 to enter the leaf for photosynthesis. Vascular plants are plants which have specialized vascular tissue for the transport of water, mineral, and food. They contain xylem for water and mineral transport from roots to different part of the plant, and phloem for the transport of food from leaf to the other part of the plant.
Next, we will go to the factors that affect the transpiration rates. One of the factors is about light density. So as we know, every leaf on the plant has a stoma, and in the stoma there are a stomata, which cause the stoma to open and close. So during the day, the stoma will open because they want to receive a light from the sun, and along the opening of the stoma, the water will lose and go out. So to prevent this, the stoma will or the leaves will increase the transpiration rates by doing a photosynthesis. So they will use all the water from the soil. Second, the factor is temperature. So if the temperature is high, then the rate of transpiration will also high. But if the temperature is low, then the rate of transpiration is also low. This is because there are a kinetic energy of molecules of water around the plants. So if the kinetic energy increase, then the water will be lost. So that's why the transpiration rates will be increased if the temperature is increased, along with the kinetic energy. Thirdly is humidity. So as we know, we are surrounded by water vapor in our air. Same goes to the plants. When the plants receive an high air humidity, then the transpiration rates of plants will go low or will be slow because there are snow or there are less or small water molecules that go out from the plants. So if the air humidity is low, then the transpiration rates will increase because the water is easily to go out from the plants to the air. Last but not least, the factors is wind speed. So as we know that the water molecules on the plants is very small. Thus, if the wind speed is very high, it will carry all the water molecules away from the plants. So the plants will lose of water. But if the wind speed is slow, surrounded by plants, then the water molecule will be less lost from the plants. Thus, the transpiration rates also will be decreased or will be in low rates.
Okay, next we have plants morphology. So number one is leaf surface area. So larger leaves have a higher transpiration rate due to a greater surface area for water loss. Next, for number two, stomatal density. So plants with more stomata per unit area tend to transpire more. So number three is cuticle thickness. So a thicker cuticle reduces water loss by acting as a barrier to evaporation. So the last one is leaf orientation. It leaf oriented vertically or with reduced exposure to sunlight minimize transpiration. So next is a physiological adaptation for plants. Number one is stomatal regulation. Plants can regulate stomata opening and closing based on environmental cues. For example, can plants open stomata at night to conserve water? Next is xerophatic adaptation. Plants in arid environments have specialized features like sunken stomata, thick cuticles, or reduced leaf to minimize water loss. And the last one is hydraulic redistribution. Some plants distribute water within their root system to optimize transpiration during drought.
The significance of transpiration in water movement within vascular plants. Xylem structure enhances the ability of water molecule to bind to other surfaces, and transpiration generates negative pressure, which draws water upward through xylem vessel. The cohesion and adhesive property of water molecule and the structure of xylem cell play key roles in this process. Thus, transpiration is necessary to maintain continuous flow of water through vascular plant, and the role of transpiration in this process is unique to vascular plant due to their specialized transport systems, xylem and phloem.
Importance of transpiration. First is nutrient uptake. This is one of the main advantages of the cohesion tension mechanism caused by transpiration that draws water from the soil to the roots. It is divided by two, which is macronutrient and micronutrients. For the next one is cooling mechanism. A cooling mechanism for plants refers to the various process plants use to reduce their temperature, particularly under condition of high heat of sunlight, to maintain optimal physiological function and prevent damage. And the last one is gas exchange and photosynthesis. Gas exchange in plants refers to movement of gases between the plant and its surrounding environment. It primarily occurs through small opening called stomata located on the leaves and the stems. So now I'm going to talk about nutrient uptake for macronutrient and micronutrient. I will give two examples of macronutrient, which is nitrogen and potassium. So, nitrogens will give the green color to the plants through the formation of chlorophyll. Other than that, it is main component of protein, nucleic acid, and enzyme in photosynthesis and respiration. For the potassium, it is important in protein synthesis and carbohydrate metabolism. And other than that, it is to maintain plant longevity. Now, for the micronutrient, I will give two examples also, which is boron and zinc. So, borons will help the root in calcium ion uptake and sucrose translocation. It is also involved in carbohydrates metabolism and helps the germination of pollen. And for the last one is zinc. Zinc is important in leaf formations and synthesis of auxin. Other than that, it acts as a cofactor in carbohydrate metabolisms. Cooling mechanism. Maintaining photosynthesis. It is important for plants because high temperature can inhibit photosynthesis by affecting the efficiency of enzyme involved in carbon fixation. Cooling mechanisms such as transpiration helps prevent overheating of chloroplasts where photosynthesis occur. For the water balance and transport, transpiration is a key cooling process, facilitates water movement from roots to leaf, ensuring the distribution of nutrient and maintaining sugar pressure. For the preventing leaf scorching, it is excessive heat can cause leaf scorching or drying out, leading to reduced surface area for photosynthesis. Coolings will help maintain leaf integrity and the function. Gas exchange and photosynthesis. Enabling photosynthesis and respiration, there is three: carbon dioxide uptake, oxygen release, and respiration support. For the carbon dioxide uptake, plants will take the carbon dioxide from the atmosphere through stomata for photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide is a critical raw material for producing glucose and other organic compounds. For the oxygen release, during photosynthesis, plants release oxygen as a byproduct, which is essential for the life on Earth. This oxygen contributes to the breathable air for humans and animals. Respiration support. Plants also exchange gases to take in oxygen needed for cellular respiration, which provides energy for growth and other activities. Now I will talk about foundation of energy production. There is also three: food production, biomass creation, and fueling growth. For the food production, photosynthesis will convert sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water into glucose and oxygen. Glucose serves as a primary energy source for plants and forms the basis of the food chain for the other organisms. Biomass creation. The glucose produced is used to create structural components such as cellulose in cell walls and store energy. Example, starch. For the fueling growth, photosynthesis will provides the energy necessary for plant development, reproduction, and repair.
So, in conclusion, transpiration is a vital process that helps plants transport water and nutrients, cool themselves, and maintain treasure pressure for growth. It is influenced by environmental factors, leaf characteristics, and plant adaptation. Transpiration also supports photosynthesis and protects plants from heat stress. Understanding this process is essential for improving plant health and agricultural productivity.